วันนี้เดี๋ยวเราจะมาพูดคุยกับคุณแฮร์รี่ก็คือเป็นบุคคลสำคัญคนหนึ่งเลยที่มีประสบการณ์อันยาวนานกว่า40ปีในการเซตอัพช่วงล่างให้กับรถยนต์แล้วก็รถมอเตอร์ไซค์นะครับโดยเฉพาะประสบการณ์กว่า15ปีที่อยู่ในสนามแข่งแรลลี่ดาการ์มาเนี่ยซึ่งคนที่รู้จักรายการนี้ก็จะรู้ว่าเป็นรายการที่โหดที่สุดในโลกละก็เดี๋ยวเราจะมาพูดคุยกับคนที่มีแพชชั่นในเรื่องนี้แล้วก็มีความบ้าในเรื่องรถตามมาเลยครับแฮร์รี่สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีครับ
ครับ First of all can you introduce yourself
I'm Harrie Essens from Netherlands I am working on suspension for 40 years more because I started in 1980 so that is a pretty long time and I joined YSS since 2004 and to make new product I'm responsible for R&D to make car, shock, motorcycle, scooter, everything.
Your background is really interesting, and I know that you've been working with the team for the race in Dakar Rally.
Yes.
So on the race, they say the people say that it's the hardest race in the world.
Yes.
So every car has two people inside.
Yes.
The driver and the navigator.
Yes.
Right.
And with the trucks, you have three people. You have one mechanic because with the truck it's travelable. A truck. If you like for us, we make shock absorber. If you want to destroy shock absorber, you put them on the truck and go in the Dakar Rally.
So what's the first thing when you work on the suspension for this kind of race?
We try to make the balance in the car as good as possible because that is very important. If the car, they really jump with the car and if they take off and the car do like this or the car go sideways or whatever, then yeah, everything can happen. So if the car is stable and he knows what the car is doing, he is no scared to jump. If he don't know what the car is doing, then you slow down. So then you never can win. So that is the first thing is make the balance correct. And then we test in other rallies, small rallies like a 2-day rally or something. And then to see if we have to change something. And sometimes we change a little bit front or rear, but we always, there are 2 points you need to make it stable and you must make a little bit comfort. That is the two important things. And if you get that, then you can adjust around a little bit, but that is the basic.
So your job is also when the car jumps, when it landed, it has to stay,
yes.
not bouncing back.
Yes, yes.
How many years that you've been involved in the Dakar Rally?
I start in 1984 with the motorcycle. Mm-hmm. We win 2 times. With the motorcycle is also very hard to do that. That is even for the rider, even the most terrible thing that you can do in the Dakar Rally, but okay. And in 95 we start with the first car, and then later 98 we start with the truck. And then I'm not constantly working with Dakar, but sometimes we work on a car. Other year we work on truck, then we work on car again, then we work on truck again. It changes sometimes. Depends on what people want.
What about with the knowledge and the background that you have on the really one of the toughest course on earth?
Yes.
And how do you bring your experience and knowledge that you have and apply when you come to work with the YSS?
To make a good shock for the Dakar Rally, then you need experience. You You cannot design a shock for and that this is good for Dakar. No, it takes years and years before you have the right product. I remember that I don't know, it was 89 or 2000, I don't know. We make shocks for the truck and they test and everything was okay. And then finally the first time they go to the rally, the first day, in the evening, the rider called me, he said, I feel something that I not feel before. I said, that is strange. So I check everything, we check, and then I find a small problem from a supplier, and I said, oh, this can be the problem, but that means I have to change before the problem come. So I work, I think maybe 2 nights, then we have the rest day, then I start to take all the shocks out, prepare, I work whole day and whole night, 24 hours to prepare everything. And then they go for the last part of the Dakar, the second part, but we never have a broken shock in Dakar. But because of this, every time we improve. The shocks that we use now, you cannot compare that we use in 98.
So it's a lot better now.
Yes, of course, a lot better.
Why is the suspension for this kind of race is so important?
It's important because you can imagine if you are in the car and they want to make the car as stable as possible, that you can drive as hard as possible, because you want to go from E to B as fast as possible, because it's about the time. So how more stable the car is, how faster you can drive. But there must always also a little bit comfort in the car, because if you have no comfort, the car will kill you in 2 days, because you have to drive 8,000 kilometers and you sit like this all the time and maybe 10 or 12 hours a day you sit like this and you feel everything. After 2 days you're broken. So there must be also a little bit comfort to get the power to finish. That is not so easy.
And can you explain more on the key selling point of the Z series? And I heard that it helps reduce the risk of the accident that might occur on the road.
Yes, if you have like when something happened on the road, when you drive, and even when a dog passes, the reaction is always you want to go around, and if you have the Z series, what I said, that the oil is always at the right place, then the car you always have control. And if you like with the hydraulic shock with the double tube, and you have a part that it moves a lot, and you make a movement, a quick movement, that can be maybe a half second that the piston is not in the oil because of the movement before, then can be just that the car roll down. Yes, and with this one it's always stable, always. Yes, you can do at any time anything what you want. The car is always, this shock is always working at any time, any place. That is a big difference. That's why we use this system in Dakar.
And the future seems to be really bright. So do you set something that's gonna challenge yourself and the company?
Yeah, the challenge is that to make the best product is not so easy. If I can say this is the best in the market on this moment. I can say this. But to keep up the best product in the market is also very difficult. So it's not that we mean, okay, we have the best product, now we can relax. No, we never relax. This product is good, but maybe next year or next 2 years we find something better, and to keep up the best in the world, that is very difficult. But we see a lot of possibilities in the market to do. We can make more products, better products as on the market now. So there is always a lot to do. That I'm convinced that I sell the best product for the best price. I think in price quality level, we are much better than the rest. Much better than everybody. But the product, I said the product is I can beat with the best in the world. But if we have the same product, the same quality, but we sell it for a lower price, then we are better.
And the best product makes the customer happy.
Yes, yes. That is our goal, to have happy customer. If I see customer that come in with us, they buy a shock 2 or 3 years ago, and now they buy another bike, a new bike, and they come before they start to ride. They come and say, "Can you make the shock for you? Because I buy shock for you 2 years ago, and I was so happy with the shock. I want to have immediately in this bike also a new shock." But then mean you have a good product. It sells by himself, but you have to prove first.
ก็วันนี้เราก็ได้มาคุยกับคุณแฮร์รี่นะครับก็คือเป็นอีกหนึ่งบุคคลสำคัญในวงการที่มาช่วย YSS เนี่ยพัฒนา R&D ก่อนหน้านี้เราก็นึกว่า YSS เนี่ยจะเป็นทีมงานคนไทยล้วนๆแต่พอมาได้ยินว่ามีคนที่มีประสบการณ์จากสนามใหญ่ๆอย่างปารีสดาการ์เนี่ยคนที่เคยทำงานระดับนั้นก็ยังมีส่วนมาช่วยพัฒนาวงการ R&D ในสินค้าของบ้านเราเนี่ยไม่แปลกใจเลยครับว่าทำไม YSS เนี่ยถึงค่อยๆขยายตลาดแล้วก็ไปเติบโตในตลาดต่างประเทศแล้วอีกสิ่งหนึ่งที่รู้สึกว่าประทับใจเลยเนี่ยทุกๆครั้งไม่ว่าจะคุยกับคุณแอนเดรียหรือคุณแฮร์รี่เนี่ยทีมงานที่เนี่ยก็จะมีอารมณ์ของความภูมิใจที่ได้เป็นหนึ่งในครอบครัวของ YSS ก็ถ้าผู้ชมทางบ้านอยากจะรับรู้อะไรเพิ่มเติมหรืออยากจะให้ทำคอนเทนต์ในลักษณะไหนเนี่ยก็ลองทักมาทาง Facebook ได้นะครับเผื่อที่วันหน้าวันหลังเนี่ยเราจะมีโอกาสก็จะทำคอนเทนต์ที่ผู้คนทางบ้านอยากรู้แล้วก็มานำเสนอในครั้งต่อๆไปครั้งนี้ก็ขอขอบคุณมากๆครับสวัสดีครับ